Trying to move a little quicker, friends. I am starting a live. Appreciate you all being here. Let me know if you have any questions. We're gonna set it up and go live with ease. It's the topic right now. Thank you all for being here. Oh, all kinds of. There we go. That's it. That's all I had to do. Okay. Perfect. So you guys will see me operating from the two devices. I appreciate you all joining. This is my 4 o'clock. This is for my people who are nervous, shy, scared, doing all the things. How you doing? How are you? Yes, Michelle. So when I do the 3 in a day, I'm starting to feel it. So I have all of these different things. I'm gonna have back-to-back meetings, and then I'm like, okay, now I have to get prepared for later tonight too. So it is interesting, to say the least. Very interesting. Let me go back. I am going on the next page. Bella said, no one said, tummy ache. Oh, sorry to hear that. You okay? Oh gosh. Let me know how you're feeling. Jeez. Yeah, I can relate to that. My little guy, he woke up this morning feeling a certain way. I almost kept him at home because he was saying he didn't feel well, but he wanted to go because they were doing a party. Remember I told you I had to drop off the stuff to the school. Slow down, you ready for tonight? Okay, gotcha. Yeah, so I can relate to that. Gosh. Okay, so I'm doing all the things to get this going. Let's see. I have little projects on my to-do list that I'm also doing. I see all the comments coming in. That's awesome. I appreciate the support. Hello, how are you, friend Jack? Thank you so much for being here. Please like the live. I appreciate it if you like the live and comment so we know you were here and we can chat with you. My moderator, yes, Michelle Crochets, is in the chat. She's also my live host. She's my live host, my YouTube coach. YouTube coach, that's who she is. And so definitely connect with her. She will teach you all you need to know to get your channel up and running, especially our smaller channels. You know, she's helping me kind of get things moving, making sure that I'm growing and thinking intentionally about some of the back end things that I need to optimize my account. So definitely connect with her. If you are in my room right now and you hear my voice, click live and comment hello. Okay. And so we can know you're here. I appreciate you being here. And then what we do is, if you like the live and subscribe to the channel, hopefully you do, but if you subscribe, we will go to your channel. If you leave a comment, we get notifications. So if you go and leave a comment on one of our posts, comment, like, and then subscribe, we will go to your channel. Comment, like, and subscribe. And tonight I gotta make sure I catch up because I probably have a few from earlier today and yesterday I need to catch up on, but I am subscribing to everybody. So you guys will not be in the street saying Dr. Lisa did not honor what she said. So definitely go on the channel, and then Michelle's going to put some information about how she can support you. So if you have questions about your channel, put it in the chat for us. If you need additional support, connect with her. She's my person. I'm giving you my person. That's my gift to all of you. My gift is yes, Michelle Crochet. So if you connect on her page, just say Dr. Lisa sent you. So I appreciate you all being here. Thank you so much. And we're going to get connected in just a second. I go live on YouTube and TikTok. And so if you have not joined my live before, you kind of know, you said, oh, you know what the deal is, because I do this daily as a way, twice a day actually, 10 a.m. and 4 p.m. And I'm doing it to make sure I'm helping people understand TikTok, as well as you have opportunity to meet somebody who knows YouTube with Yes Michelle Crochet. So that's what we're doing. We're trying to grow. This is our growth season. So everybody can grow, both large and big creators. We're all here. We're all doing our things, and we can all grow. So I don't want you to feel like it's not something you can do. It does take consistency. I talk about that all the time. And I talk about having the right mindset, because a lot of people will just assume that, oh, I can show up one day and magically I'm going to go viral and all of a sudden I'm going to be great and everything's fine. No, you got to show up. You got to do the work. I'm in it for the long game, especially when it comes to YouTube. And then I'm in it for the long haul when it comes to TikTok. So I'm doing both. So I want you guys to understand, if you can show up and do something every day and you enjoy it, do it. That's what it is. You just show up and do it. Yeah. I'm here to support you. Thank you so much, Michelle. She is in the chat, so connect with her. And if you are here, just say hello. That way we know you're here. That's totally fine. Just say hello. So appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. I'm gonna get started. We're gonna go to TikTok. Okay. Hello, friends. It is Dr. Lisa. Launch Your Income. Come on in. We're going to talk all things going live. If you have questions, let me know. Come on in. We're going to get to chatting and building this community. Let me know if you have any questions. This is my Go Live with Ease and Confidence. I want you to also think about how do you grow your community so that you can also make additional passive income. So we talk about all things TikTok and YouTube so you can be successful, as well as helping you understand how to navigate this app. So if you have questions, come on in. Appreciate you all joining. Travis, thank you for joining. Thank you, Terribly Chic. Thank you so much for being here. Princess, how are you, friend? Lewis, come on in. All my friends coming in. We're going to talk and chat. If you are new to my live, just say new in the chat and tell me where you're from. I am from Orlando, Florida, by way of Chicago, Illinois. So come on in, my friend. C Solo, how are you? Kita, thank you so much for joining. If you have questions, this is a safe place. You can ask questions about navigating this app. How do you go live? Any go live questions? Any questions surrounding content creation? Any of those questions, I'm happy to answer them. This is a place where new content creators and live hosts, you can come in and ask questions that maybe you don't get answers from another room. So I'm happy to answer questions. You should feel seen and heard. How you doing, Skin Tea Spills? Thank you so much for joining. I appreciate you. Leyland, thank you so much for being here as well. Hello again. How are you? I'm about to be driving, so I won't be able to engage. That is totally fine. Just you watching, and that is engagement. I appreciate your friend. Destiny, thank you so much for joining. Reese, thank you so much for being here as well, friend. Come on in. Mish, is that it? Mish, thank you for joining as well. I appreciate you coming on in, friends. So that's what this is all about. Hello, my friends on YouTube. I see you all there too. Appreciate you joining me. Thank you so much. And so this is my 4 p.m. This is where I talk to all my people who are new. You're trying to navigate this app. You're trying to figure out, is this the place for you? You have questions about all the different buttons and everything that's going on here. So I'm here to help you with that. You said, are you, am I an English teacher? No, I'm not. I am not an English teacher. I am a doctor, a PhD, so a doctorate in leadership and education. However, as higher ed administration is my concentration, and specifically I worked in the area of student affairs and career services, career education. Those are the two areas that I'm more or less specialized in. But thank you so much for being here. I'm assuming you said, oh, okay. You're like, friend, what language? But let me say this. I know people will come in and you're trying to understand what to say and understand English. So I'm not an English teacher. However, you're welcome to stay and ask questions. That's totally fine. My English is probably not the English that you necessarily want to model. But it's okay for you to be here. I appreciate your friend. Feel free to ask me any questions. The Blood, thank you for joining. I appreciate you liking the live. We're going to talk about all things going live. And I say this all the time, so we'll see what happens in the next couple of days because my algorithm is acting really wonky when it comes to recognizing that I've been in other rooms, especially specifically with my other account where I'm adding the affiliate program. So I essentially have to kind of rebuild this page. So that's what's happening. And so let me know, Plug, I don't know if that question is appropriate here, but let me know if you do have a question. I'm happy to answer. We're gonna wait. I'm sorry, friend. We gotta let you out because we can't have the chat having other conversations going on because that's not what this room is about. I just want to make sure. And if you were struggling and you have to go to a different room, friend, I think I'm going to have to create another page to engage with others that are not part of my niche. Yes. That's honestly, I'm going to say that right now, friend. I think that's a good idea. So what had happened is that I've been rebuilding this other page or building up this other page. And so I need to get this is my primary. This is my primary page. I need to get this page focused on my topic, my niche. And so what I'm getting from TikTok is that is not my topic and niche. I'm on this other thing. I'm trying my best not to talk about it as much because I don't want the algorithm to think that that is what I'm doing on this account. So I'm trying to reframe how I'm operating so that. Thank you so much. Appreciate you being in my live. I'm talking to my YouTube people. So I'm trying to get the algorithm to realize that I'm here for this topic, talking to my new people who want to go live, who are interested in learning about this platform, who want to understand how to level up, how to monetize in TikTok. So all the words I'm saying, who understand that they need a brand identity. So as you say those things, TikTok starts hearing it. So you guys are going to hear me kind of emphasize a little bit more of my primary conversation. And then what I'm going to do, what I will do, is probably make my other page, even though I'm doing the other stuff over there. You guys know what I'm talking about, the TTS stuff, because I'm gonna try my best not to say the words. But because of that, I'm gonna make that page maybe a space where I can kind of go live over there and have conversations with people. So and have conversations about that topic. So I may use that as the place for that topic, and I'll see if I can find some time, maybe a little bit before I actually go live here. I'm sorry, before I go live over there to do the shoppable stuff. I'll use that time potentially to carve out to say, let's have that conversation over there. So I'm gonna work through it, but I want to make sure TikTok understands that this is my primary. There's a conversation that I'm having here to help people. Thank you so much. Thank you for the Daily Heart Me. Steph Hamilton, thank you so much. I see your friend. Gidget together. Oh, I love that. Is that it? Gidget, go, get her. Oh, okay. I had to break it down, friend, with all those G's. I was like, wait a minute. I appreciate you being here. So to answer your question, how you doing, E-Nurse? I appreciate your friend coming on in. Thank you so much. What I will say is that the other account is probably helpful to let you navigate in different places. So I told you guys already that I had a total of 3 accounts. One was my snooping parent account. That's how I first started, where I had the account for my daughter. And then I had the faceless account that I've converted now to my other account, the words that I'm not trying to say right now. And then now I have this account. So there's 3. So the one that was the snooping parent account, I'm going to use that one for my ability to navigate in other rooms, other live rooms, and connect with people that way. I'll probably use that, especially for the words I'm not trying to say right now, the SHOP word. And so with that, I'll probably use it to do that, just to be intentional about being able to engage, but not use this account. So again, you want to protect your algorithm. Live success support. How are you, friend? Good afternoon, my sister. Good afternoon, my brother. How are you, friend? Why are you not saying those words? So here's what's happening. TikTok thinks that that's something I'm really focusing on when it comes to, I'll say it just for the beginning of this live, when it comes to the affiliate program, TikTok Shop, because I've been using this account as I build up my other page. I've been using this account to do some research. I go live tonight on that other account, my Dr. Lisa Shops account. I go live tonight over there, and I've been announcing that. I've been using this account to go to that room and sit in that room. So all of that, yeah, they see and hear it all. They do, yes. Yes, exactly. So when I say it, and I say it so much over here, it's listening. With Lily. We'll see if Lily shows up. Lily she's trying to exit stage left so she can no longer be my production assistant. Lily said, I didn't sign up for this job. Lily is my daughter. She's been my moderator for the other live when I do the TikTok shoppable lives, and she's been my moderator. So if you want to change, be the change you're looking for. Exactly. Look at that. I love that. So he said, I'm learning. Yes, yes. You working that baby too. You know what? She she would be sitting up there on her phone scrolling. That's what she would be doing for those times that I'm on the app. So be consistent, confident. Oh, look at you coming in with bars. So she would just be scrolling. That's exactly what she would be doing. So I told her, I said, you can't sit here and just scroll while you listen to your mom and just be my moderator. She's like, So we'll see. Hello, friend. How are you? I look forward to connecting with you, friend. So yeah, she's trying her best to remove herself from that responsibility. So we'll see. I might have to be solo tonight. Hopefully she helps me out. We'll see if not tonight, she might have me do it by myself tomorrow. So I don't know if I'm gonna get her 3 days again. Thank you so much. I appreciate your friend. Hey, Coach, how are you, friend? I see you. Hello, everybody. You guys all coming in. So my friend Gidget, thank you all coming into the room. So yeah, reason why I'm trying to distance myself from talking about that other account as much because again, the algorithm is saying it hears everything you say, it sees everything you're typing, it sees everything you are watching. Okay. And so I've been consuming this page with the other stuff. And so I need to make a little shift in how I'm operating. So that's why I said that. Hello, Jean. Like, hello, it's not. I can help you. Oh, if not, you can help me, Jean. I might be in the business for support. I'll keep you posted because I'm still learning how to do it, and you pin things and you're moving products and you're talking about them. So it is a multitasking type responsibility. Unlike here where I'm just kind of sitting here. How you doing, Mimi? Look at your friend. Where I'm sitting here and I can look at my chat, I can connect with you all. And so it's a little easier and I've been accustomed to doing it here. There you got products you're talking about, people chatting, people you need to pin. So it's a little bit more detailed than I thought it would be. So I need to make that adjustment. What time you think you'll be on tonight so I can try to support? Oh, same time, 8:30 p.m. on that other account. I see you reached level 32, friend. Look at you. And wait a minute, TikTok said, look at this person reached, it came right in my face. It actually exploded that you reached 32 the way the screen amplified your 32. That was new for me. So congratulations to you. Mimi, I gotta find it so I can pin you, friend. Because TikTok is like, look here, this person is doing it. Thank you so much, friend. You done said came in the room. Hello, I'm gonna put you up there. Thank you so much for all the love. Hello, I appreciate you. Hey, that's what you say. Hey. How are you doing? How you doing, shenanigans? I appreciate you, friend. Thank you all who are coming in the room, showing some love. I appreciate you. Yeah, big brother's listening all the time. Back at you, friends. Thank you for the popular vote. I appreciate you. So what I was sharing when I started off, I said I have to make sure that the algorithm knows that I'm focused on my live topic here. This is my Go Live with Ease, Go Live with Confidence. I'm helping my nervous people. I want to make sure you feel comfortable going live. You're not uneasy about it. And if you have any questions, if you're new to my room, put new in the chat. So I've been consuming this account with building my other page. So I'm telling my friends, hello, Italian. Thank you so much. I'm telling my friends in the room because there's some of you who are with the TTS agency. I'm using initials now because I don't want to say it too much. But some of us are with that other agency and we're building up our TTS pages. And so with that, I'm noticing the algorithm is picking up all the things I'm doing here that are related to that. And so my page is just consumed with that type of content. I even use this account, and I'm just going to say this out loud to you all, just in case some of you are going to do it. I even use this account to sit in my live yesterday that was a shoppable live. And so because of that, again, that was 2 hours. This account was sitting over there. And he was like, okay, girl, you must want to do TTS. This is what you're trying to do. And that is not what I'm trying to do. So this account, I'm trying to preserve it. So I'm going to start separating it out a little bit. So let me know if you have any questions. Though I'm just at level 6. But remember, you didn't have a picture. You didn't have a bio. You barely had a name. I appreciate you being here. This is great strategy. 2 pages. Absolutely. You need 2 pages. I'm going to put it out there to my friends. How you doing, Amira? Thank you so much. I see your friend. Laugh out loud. Please be careful. I know. I know. That's what I'm trying to figure out what's going on. TikTok is like, miss, you're doing too much on that other stuff. So that must be what you want. No, no, I didn't think about that. Yes, yes. So I'm experiencing that. And in 2 pages, I'm going to say this, y'all. Technically 3. So here's the third. So I told you guys I have the third account. So it was helpful. So the way my shoppable live for the other account went is that I had this account that I was in the chat and I was showing, because I do tech. So anybody who does tech products, or if you ever need to show your account, you do need a second device. I think a second device is helpful. So Jess will talk about it tonight if you're part of that, if you're part of Live Legion. But she'll talk about going live, and essentially what she's ultimately saying is that you're going to have 2 devices, whether it's a laptop and your tablet or phone. I would also say you probably need a third device, because I use my tablet to stream from. I'm streaming from my tablet. My laptop is having the Live Manager platform on it, and then my phone, I was logged into my other account, this account here, to demonstrate the tapper, showing some of the other products. So again, it just, and I've seen other people, and this is where I was doing my research, and that's why I was doing it on this account, and I shouldn't have been, but I was going to other live rooms, and you'll often see people showing people in the screen where the coupons are and all the other features of how to click different products and look at the products offerings. So you're using that other device to kind of showcase where products are. So I say that out loud because it's necessary to have another account that you're logged into. So I'm gonna, let me know if you have any questions. You said, is it necessary? Is it hard to grow another account? It's not as hard, especially since you've done it once. It's not as hard. It is a thing, but it's not. I think it goes quicker for most people. Second device is one that needs this one needs charging. Yes, second device is helpful. Like I said, I have my tablet, I also have my cell phone, and then I have my laptop. So I have all 3. It's not as hard to grow a second page. Like I said, if you've done it once, you kind of know some of the tricks of doing it, where you're connecting, you're coming in live rooms, and you're connecting with people, and you're growing that page pretty fast, quicker, essentially, because you kind of know some of the tricks that you might not have seen and known to do on the first account. So, and then you come to rooms like this and other rooms that kind of give you some tips as well. Let me do this. TikTok gave us the, is that the Daily Heart Me? Yeah, it is the Daily Heart Me. It's the flash code. TikTok, why do you give us the Daily Heart Me? People in this room, they know to get the Daily Heart Me. So TikTok is telling us to do the Daily Heart Me as the flash code. If you are new to my room, the Daily Heart Me is the heart plus up here. You do need a coin to get it. If you came to my live at 10 o'clock, you probably already have it. So that's part of it too. So I have the 2 lives. So there's people who come back and then they don't have the opportunity to get the Daily Heart Me because they're back for the second time. Let me go get out, what is that, and get on with my second account. Oh, okay. Oh, awesome. Yes, we are a team. We know what's up. Exactly. Exactly. TikTok is trying us with the Daily Heart Me, friends. We know what to do. Hello, Nika Grace. How are you, friend? Thank you so much for being here. So if you are new to my room, go ahead and put new in the chat. I know sometimes I get new people and you're like, okay, what is this live all about? You've come here for the first time. And again, this is the live where I talk about how to go live with ease. If you have questions, I want to make sure I'm answering those questions. And then if you are already going live, if you're a live host already, put that in the chat. Let's see who's in the room. I want to make sure people who are nervous about this whole live experience, that you understand that people are doing it. There's different topics, so put your topic, put your time and your time zone so people can see that as well. And then what I will say is that if you're nervous about this, I just posted about this, and I'll probably reiterate it, because I even did a live event this week where I talked about going live, the importance of going live, as you're thinking very intentionally about, nobody being in a room and you're nervous and scared. That's the time to do it. Because just to be honest with you, there's not going to be a flood of people in your live, especially in those first couple days. So as you're learning your message, you're kind of getting a sense of how you want to share things with people What's your topic? How do you talk about that? How do you introduce yourself? Okay? So you're really figuring out your talking points in a very intentional way. You have that ability to do it, the freedom to make mistakes, the freedom to sit back and revise what you want to say, the freedom to be consistent and also engaging. So you want to do that in those early stages of going live, those early days of going live, and do it scared so you can be more confident as time goes on. I met with somebody today and they were going live. Thank you so much, all that are following me too. I see that. I met with somebody today and they're going live for the first time this weekend. And it is a lot of that nervous energy. However, what I shared is that this is actually a pretty good time to go live, because if you do it and do it as a challenge to yourself and you go live for the next 30 days, first of all, you're going to see a couple things that happen. You're going to see how people will start coming to your live and engaging back. So you're going to get those people, and there will be more people sitting in your live. The other thing I will say is that we are at the last 30 days or so of this new extension that we have, this extension that we're on, especially in the U.S. So, well, particularly in the U.S. with this extension. What happened last time, the last two times? So it happened in January. They brought it back up. It happened in April 5th. They gave another extension. Now June 18th is the next deadline. More than likely, we're going to get another extension, or we're going to get new owners. So one of the two things are going to happen. I don't think anything's going away. But what happened during that period is that TikTok had a surge of people that came into the app. It was a surge of people who engaged. There was a surge of people who were coming to rooms. And so you want to be a part of that wave, okay? So I'm saying that in a way that says, go live, start perfecting those conversations, start connecting with people, and then ultimately, as this transition happens again, you'll be able to capitalize off that, okay? So make sure, let me know if you don't understand that. Let me know if I need to reiterate that a little bit more. Is it time consuming to go live? No. It depends on how you want to do it. I tell people, if you're going to go live, gotcha, yep. I tell you, if you're going to do it, try to do it a minimum of 30 minutes, especially after you've done those first 3 where you unlock all the features. Try to go at least a minimum of 30 minutes, okay? So that way, as you're going live, TikTok is getting used to you being present. You might even extend it out to 45 minutes to an hour. And so as you're going live, you're getting better about it. I had an account that was barely on here until the potential ban in January. I'll say that again. You had an account that was barely, and you were barely on here until that ban happened. So you were one of the people that came after the ban, huh? So you were part of the January wave of people that came in. Yes. So there was a wave. I say it all the time. There was a wave that happened in January. There was a wave that happened in April. And then now, just think, in June, there's going to be a summer wave, okay? You're going to see that wave happen. And so again, you want to be a part of that wave. You want to be able to benefit from that wave. So if you are starting to go not live now, and so Nika, this is a good time for you. So if you start to go live now, what will happen is that you're going to be part of that surge, okay? So, but you want to go live. When I say now, the timing's right, because we're on the 23rd of May. You're really you're right at 30 days. It's a little less than 30 days away. So I say that because I want you to be intentional with practicing, because you got 3.5 weeks or so to kind of get your practice in, perfect things, how you want to say things. How you doing, Nurse Inga? Thank you so much for being here. And Moni and Jen, I've actually detected in January, deleted in January accidentally. Yeah. So you were the January deletion person, and you weren't able to get it back until like the early February, I think, because the app stores weren't supporting adding it back for a few weeks. Yeah, that's smart. Yeah. So you want to be intentional about being part of this time period, because as people are coming in, you say yes. Yeah, that happens to a lot of people. Yep. What happened in 30 days? What's happening in 30 days? So we are, so right now we're within another extension that happened for TikTok. So June 18th is pretty much that next deadline. That's the date we're paying attention to. June 18th is that next deadline. And so we're trying to, obviously we want to know if it'll get extended again, or if somebody else is going to come in and they announce somebody else bought the app or whatever. Um, but I I strongly believe. Thank you, Michelle. Appreciate your friend. Thank you so much. Um, another deadline. Yeah, just another deadline is gonna happen. That's it. It's a deadline, and we'll get another extension. I strongly believe that another extension will happen. So what I'm sharing with people is that you want to be a part of this wave. If you're not going live, especially my people who are not going live, and you're like, okay, what happens if I continue to do this? You're missing out. What happened in January? There was a surge of people. Nika said she was one of them. And then there was a surge that came back in April. With the April deadline, there was a surge that came as well. So you want to be a part of that. And so if you're new to going live, you'll see what happens with showing up daily, consistently, sharing your message. You're going to get comfortable talking about that over those, essentially it's 3.5 weeks. And then when that happens, a surge of people came into the lives during that time period. Too much money involved to shut it down. Exactly. That is true. That's it. That's essentially it. So it ain't going nowhere. It ain't going nowhere, y'all. How are you today, Cornelia? I'm good. How about yourself, friend? Thank you for asking. How you doing, Portia? I saw you as well. Yeah, there's too much going on. Yeah, I came on TikTok for real after the ban was lifted. Yep, that's it. Yep. I'm good. Thank you. Good afternoon. How you doing, Silver Fox? Appreciate you. Oh, you changed. Is this a new account? Did you change your name? You changed your name. I love that. Love your name, friend. Look at you. So yeah, there's too much money happening here. Name change. That's what it was. Thank you so much, Portia. Appreciate your friend. Yes. And so it's not going anywhere. How you doing, Kita? Kita, is that it? Okay. Appreciate you being here. You said name change. Thank you so much, friends. Cornelia, thank you so much. You guys doing the popular live. So we're going to tap the screen and share out the live. And if you are new in the room and have not gotten your daily heart me, we're 5.5 minutes away from the flash goal going away. And then we'll see if we can beat it. TikTok gave us this flash goal, and you guys know the assignment. Y'all come in, y'all get your daily heart me, and everything is all good in the world. And TikTok gave us something where people had already started doing what they needed to do. So if you don't know what the Daily Heart Me is, it's the Heart Plus that's up here. TikTok will give those Daily Heart Me as a way for you to become a part of what they call the fan club. So they just revamped this. It used to be the team, where you were part of a team. I like team better than fan club, but essentially they made this an opportunity for us to connect. We are working together. I tell people all the time, you're growing your community, you're tapping the screen, you're sharing the live, you're doing all the things. As a live host, you're doing it as well as your viewers. So everybody's working together. Thank you so much, Laugh Out Loud. They said that the first time I laugh out loud, look at it, and it did go away. Look at it, it did go away. It went away for like a few hours. You're talking about that for January. It went away for a few hours and it came right back. Now, I will say there are a lot of people on this app that are doing very, very well. I mean, we don't necessarily see all the details behind that, but there's a lot of celebrities on here. There's a lot of influencers, obviously, and then there's a lot of people from sellers and brands that are making a lot of money. And so it's not going away. It's not going down without a fight. Okay, that's what I say. It's not going nowhere no time soon. So just know that, and just continue to think about how do you grow, how do you build, how do you create your community here in a way that is authentic to you in terms of what you want to share and who do you want to engage with. And if you build it and you stay at it and stay consistent, they will come. That's how it is. They will come. So I want you to have that perspective. You have to have the mindset that says, okay, I'm going to do something. I'm going to do something maybe out of my comfort zone, maybe something radically different than what I've done before, and that I'm going to stay with it. And I said stay with it for at least 30 days so that you can see some of those small wins. And you might see massive wins depending on what you're talking about. Just an FYI, watch out for people who appear to have a lot of followers and offer you agency rep. Yes, do your due diligence. Yeah, I posted about that because there's a lot of people out there that are promoting different agencies, and to your point, yeah, do your due diligence, do your research. Somebody asked earlier, like, how do you research? I say go to the home screen, type in that search bar the name of that agency. Be very intentional about searching for that agency. As you're searching for that agency, see what people have said. A lot of people will post about them. A lot of people will give their feedback, essentially, in terms of was it a positive experience or a negative experience. You also will see live hosts that will have maybe the agency they belong to in their bio. I never put GQ in my bio. I never did it. To be honest with you, it was like, I only have so many characters. I'm not about to give y'all characters. I'm not taking up my character space for what y'all talking about. I didn't take my character space for what I want to talk about. So I never put it in there. But there are people who put the name of their agency in their bio. So just recognize that's another way you can do it. You can reach out to them. How you doing, Maria? You can reach out to them and ask questions as well. I'm here to stay, so go nowhere. I appreciate you. Act like your room is full of people, even when it's just you all. Yes, yes, and stay consistent. I tell you all the time that I just posted about this. The time when you are in your room by yourself, that is a time you need to take advantage of it. Okay, when you are in your room by yourself, you're able to again work through your messaging, okay? You're able to make mistakes. You can literally sit in your room and say, you know what? I want to talk about this. You know, never mind. I don't want to talk about that. Stay with me for a little bit. You know, you can make those type of mistakes where you are actually trying to change things up. And you can say, let me start over. Let me start over in this moment. I'm going to start from here. And you can start it over. Whatever you're going to say. And then you can take that clip of the nice, perfected, nice way of saying things and use that as content, especially if it aligns with your topic. So you just want to be intentional about just doing it and doing it messy, doing it sloppy, making mistakes, fixing it, starting over, and keep talking. That's the other thing. A lot of times you're sitting there and you're looking at people coming in and you don't say anything. Just keep talking. Just keep talking. You said, Hara, you said I would not like to have an agency. Okay. Yeah, I would not like to have an agency. You know, agencies are, it depends on the agency. Let me say that. It depends on the agencies. Agencies, I think, are helpful, especially if you're new. You said why? Especially if you're new. Because they have training resources and materials that you can leverage. Gravitas Q, I don't take anything away from their training. Their training was very helpful, very useful information. You get to the point, and this is just with anything, you get to the point where you just need more. You want more. You want them to help you advance to the next level. And the resources that were offered weren't what I was looking for. And so I said, okay, I need something else. And so I'm willing to take the risk. Next time I know what I don't know. So I'll do my research. I'm going to do my due diligence, like Moni said. And then at the end of the day, I'll decide if I want to go with another agency or not. Just determine what's the right thing for me. You said, I can't remember if I put a bio up. What do you mean? When you click your profile, click your words where you put, you got a bio, friend. You did. Awesome. My favorite Bible verse of all is Philippines 4:13. Awesome. Awesome. I had a person with over 10K followers with a few mutual friends trying to scam rep. What? Mommy, what happened? Tell me a little bit more. What does that mean? What happened? You said I had a person with over 10K followers with a few mutual friends trying to scam. Really? Hi, how you doing, Erica? Thank you so much for being here, friend. Hello, Vivian. Yeah, wow, that's wild. I would have assumed with followers it was legit. Thanks for the heads up. Yeah, exactly. So what did they do? Tell us more. Yes, yes, me too. The key was the person was pushing for a 5-minute decision. Oh no, that's horrible. No, you don't have to make a quick decision. There's no way. You don't have to make a quick decision. As a matter of fact, what I tell you, you need to take yourself a whole 30 days. You decide when you want to move forward with one. Don't make a quick decision. If somebody comes to you today and they're saying, here's all the things that they're promising, oh, we're going to promote you, oh, you're going to make so much money, all these other things will protect you if your account gets banned. You say, that's great, duly noted. Let me know where I can get more information from, about you. Where can I go to get more information? Also, let me know a couple creators that you're working with. I would like to message them, and then I'll make a decision in a couple weeks. That's it. Move on. They can't pressure you in no kind of way. Jazzy Mac, thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much. Are we still in our? We're probably past the flash goal. I didn't even look to see if it's still there. I don't think it is, guys. That's okay. TikTok, we are okay, friends. But TikTok Academy has quite enough to get us going, maybe. Yes, the Live Academy has enough information to get you started. It's some training there. Absolutely. Absolutely. And so coming to rooms like this one and other rooms that talk about the Go Live experience, then you should be fine. At least starting off, especially if you're determined to click the Go Live button. Because you're learning as you do. Okay, so that's the whole thing. This is really an experiential process. So if you are somebody who has to know all the different things or read up on it, thank you so much, Fran. And then you want to decide to click the Go Live button. I will say you might want to rethink that approach, because you're just going to delay the process of going live, because a lot of it is being in the room, clicking buttons, kind of understanding what's happening. Because what you're going to do is come back and say, Dr. Lisa, I went live, but what happened here? What does this button mean? And how do I share it? And so that's the thing about it. Just go live and start playing with the screen. So many new faces, new names in here. Yes, yes. You're seeing some new faces and names. Hello, how you doing, Principal Martin? I love that chapter also. Yes, yes. You said, I'm back. How you doing? Just fashionable. So it's funny, Vivian, you said so many new faces and names. So yes, you do see new faces and names, and then you see some of my people who have created additional accounts. And they are not necessarily new faces and names. They're just new with their new account. That's all it is. They have their second and third account in here too. So thank you all. I see you, Moni. They tried to say that they was an agency and wanted me to agree and could promote in 5 minutes. Yeah, that's ridiculous. That is absolutely ridiculous. Yeah. For that reason alone, you know better. And you're like, I won't be pressured. And these agencies, they will do that, where they're trying to get you to move quickly, because the reality is you have options. You have options. And so it's almost like when you go, and not to say not to say that they're a used car salesman, but the reality is you can go to one car dealership, test drive some stuff around, decide you don't want that car. You can leave that dealership, go across the street or down the road to another dealership, and decide if you want to explore those cars. Same thing here with agencies. They realize if you stay long enough and you go live, there are going to be other agencies that will try to entice you. And so they want you to secure with them before you have other options that you're looking at and exploring. So same concept. Jazzy Mac, how are you, friend? Um, Maya, you have a relationship question. This is not a relationship room, but let me know if I can answer it if you stay on task. We're talking about going live here. Yes, good. Thank you. I appreciate it. I'm doing well. Yes, that's absolutely true. Absolutely. So you'll have a lot of agencies. I haven't started doing research. What I've done is that I started collecting names from you all. So different people have shared names, and so I need to do the research. I'm going to do the research on my other accounts. So again, I told you, 2, maybe 3 accounts is probably appropriate, so that you can do things and not mess with your algorithm. Okay? Because I don't want this algorithm to see that I'm starting to search agencies, because that's not necessarily what I want in terms of content. I'm not trying to signal that as of yet. So I'll go on the other account and do some research over there and just let it, that account I'm not concerned with. Gen X, how are you, friend? Come on in. Appreciate you all. So yeah, that account I'm not as concerned with what happens over there. But this account I am. So a couple of agencies. Moni, are you still in the room? Let me know. Do you know the name of that agency that had reached out to you? If you're still in the room, do you mind sharing it? Let us know if you remember it. How you doing, Rosie? Thank you so much. So I'll share the ones that I have on my short list. Kyla, thank you so much. Kayla, appreciate you. Hello, everyone. How are you, friend? Hey, Lisa, TGI Friday. How you doing, friend? Thank you so much. TikTok filtered the comments, so I don't know if that's you, Moni, but sometimes TikTok will filter comments. So if if you got filtered, you might have got, if you were writing, I don't see what you wrote, so you might have gotten filtered. Hey, how you doing, Majestic? All the people coming in, I appreciate you all coming in. I think a solid community, maybe it's way better. You could definitely build a community. You can definitely build a solid community. And so, yes, definitely. Or come to rooms where you feel like as if there's community there. So definitely, I would agree with that. Um, when you go live, here's where agencies are supposed to be focused on. They're supposed to be focused on you building that community. So there are some things you want to keep in mind in terms of how do you build it, how do you make sure that people are supporting you. Thank you, Michelle. You back. I appreciate you, friend. How do you make sure people are supporting the room, supporting you as a live host instead of just ignore them? Um, you know what? You must have gotten filtered, money, because I'm seeing your comment says instead just ignore them. Are you talking about the agencies? I think your first part might have gotten filtered, so I don't see it. So your first comment or first part of that comment. If you could put it back in, I don't know if you wrote the name of the agency. Maybe TikTok is blocking you from doing it. The agencies that I came across, I have on my short list. I'm going to say them, so let me know if it's one of them. New Star was one. Somebody put Perfect 10. Perfect 10 apparently might be an agency that's focused a lot on battling. Hello, curated by Holly Q. How you doing, friend? Thank you so much. Um, Nexus Guard is another one. No agency named the person claimed to work for TT. Oh, that sounds very suspect. That sounds very suspect. Yeah, I wouldn't have. Yeah, that doesn't sound right. Yeah. I would definitely say, yeah, that was definitely somebody I would have just ignored their message. He probably would have got a response from me. I'm like, I've never had anybody reach out saying that they were from TikTok, but if they did, I probably would ignore them because I was like, okay, TikTok has never reached out in writing under someone's account, so yeah, that seems weird. And you said it was 10,000 followers, so yeah, that definitely seems not true. The other agency is someone said Chosen One Academy. I've got Evolve is another one. I've gotten Zen. Yes, over 10,000 followers and engagements was weird. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Um, Hotel USA and then XYL Agency. So those are the names that have come across as creator network agencies. Okay. That's the assumption that they're part of the Creator Network program. So when you go live on the live home screen, if you scroll down, there's a box that says Creator Network. And essentially, these are the live host agencies. So if you do sign up with one, what they'll do is give you an invite code. You plug it into that page, and then it shows that you've linked and accepted to be with that agency. Okay, so that's part of the Creator Network program. Now, if you're interested in TTS, you see me doing the initials. If you're interested in the shop program, they do have live host agencies over there. I do belong to one on my other account, not on this account. This account is the account that I'm leaving Gravitas for on this account. So I do belong to one on the other account, and that is a TikTok shop live host agency. And that agency is called Live Legion. So that's a different agency, different approach. However, you can't be with a TikTok creator, TikTok creator network program agency and a TikTok shop agency. Those are two different programs, but right now you can't combine because both of them you do go live and you're getting training and resources. And I'm assuming both of them are under TikTok's understanding contractual agreements that you're being supported by that agency, and that agency is benefiting from offering you support. Okay, so recognize that as part of the structure for these agencies, that they are pretty much in agreement with TikTok that they will get support from you. Those agencies will give you support, and essentially they can get compensated because of that. Okay, so there is a benefit for the agencies. I just want to put that out loud, say that out loud, so that you guys understand that there is a relationship there, and it's a relationship with TikTok to know that that agency is supporting you. Okay. I'm with Evolve, and I do like them. You're with Evolve, Kayla. Okay, tell us more. Somebody else asked about Evolve. You mind putting in what type of agency does Evolve? What type of support does Evolve offer? Um, and is it more of an entertainment agency, or do they have a specialization of some sort? The entertainment agencies like Gravitas Q are like the agencies that focus on giving you, thank you so much, Neil Bobs, appreciate you being here, giving you additional training and support. And ultimately, they want you to battle. So they're really big on the battle culture. So that's a big part of what they're offering. Yes. Um, I need to go make my dinner. I will see you later. Thank you so much, friend. Thank you, Jean, for being here. So, yes, so that's really a big focus of those agencies. So you just know that ultimately, did Jamie Lee give her agency name? Jamie Lee agency is New Star. That's the agency she was with. She didn't get it. Yep. Jamie Lee, you in the room? Majestic, thank you so much. I think I saw Jamie Lee. Did I say hi to her? Thank you so much, Just Fashionable. I thought she might have been in the room. Maybe she came in for a second. All right. How you doing, Majestic? Thank you so much. Oh, okay. Yeah, she's with New Star. You are the best. Learn so much listening to you. You are the best. Learn so much listening. Thank you so much. I appreciate you, friend. Yeah. So those agencies, I'm interested in learning more about others. So I'm going to start researching them. So I told you guys on this account, I'm with Gravitas Q. I submitted my 30-day notice. Look at you. Appreciate you. Cooper Baseball. Who is Cooper? Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate that. Thank you so much, friend. Okay, Bob give you live support, one-on-one. I'm assuming one-on-one meeting with your manager if you are if you are interested. Okay, gotcha. What's their end game? So what I put in a post when I said start doing your research about agencies, I essentially said it's almost like a job interview. You want to interview that agency the same way they're interviewing you. So you want to find out what's in it for them, what do they get from you being a part of their agency, and then what are they going to provide you as a person in their agency. Okay, because at the end of the day, what I know to be true is that nothing is for free. TikTok is having them, you're part of the agency with them because TikTok is somehow supporting that agency to provide you with support, resources, training, coaching, whatever it is. Okay, and so they get something from TikTok for that. Now, granted, they get you to be consistent and you show up and you're now are connected with this agency because they're now asking you to be a little bit more accountable to your time and offering your expertise and hosting this live stream. So that is good. That makes sense. But there is also a benefit for them. Okay, so you got to recognize there's always a benefit for them. And so if you're performing and doing what you're supposed to do, first of all, what is that? What are you supposed to be doing? And whatever you're supposed to be doing is probably what they're being compensated for. Okay. But then also, what do they want you to do in terms of their overall contractual agreement? So you gotta know what that is and be okay with that. And transparency is key. So if they're not leading with that and saying, okay, here's how your relationship benefits us, then you might want to be leery of that. You said you'd be forgetting your new name. That was funny. You said I'd be forgetting my new name, girl. Wow. What made you leave? Just curious. On a positive note, how are you on a positive note? Thank you for being here. Give me 1 second. Let me catch up on comments. I'm gonna answer that. If you are interested in doing box battles, they will teach you back. Okay. So they're kind of they're a live host agency that does that too. Evolve is so they're battle focused. Seems like Perfect 10 is battle focused too. I'll explain that in a second. Let me talk about that. Yes, your voice is so calm. And thank you so much. It was nice catching your live last night. Thank you so much, Happy. She was in my shoppable live. I appreciate your friend. So you're able to do 10 days a month live and 20 hours. So 10 days a month and 20 hours a month. Okay. So essentially, if you did 2 hours you know, in a 10-day period, you're fulfilling their requirement. Gotcha. Okay. And then, good day, swinging in to show love. Thank you so much. Word of mouth works best. Appreciate your friend. Thank you for the love. Hey, Doc, how you doing? Sade, thank you so much for being here. I like doing discussion panels, but no battling. Yep, that's good. How's everyone? Missed you all. How you doing? Halakio, appreciate your friend. You're growing. Look at you. Almost at 600. I see you. Yes, please explain these battles. Is it that something that any niche can participate in? Yes to that answer. Just broadly, yes. So here's what happens. Let me explain that really quickly because I want to answer the other question about why did I decide to leave Gravitas. So let me answer the Gravitas question first, and then I'll back into the battles because it's all related. It's all related. Let's do it. So when I started this, I share early on. I started going live consistently. I started January 1st. It was the new year, new me resolution. Kind of learned a little bit towards the end of the year. Started my account faceless. The first account was faceless, and now this account I picked up like in November and decided I wanted to be face forward. So I started that in November. And then I went to a couple live rooms, and there was a host that said she had done 30 days. Kind of what I'm telling you guys to do. She had done 30 days, and it was really rewarding. So I was like, okay, I could do that. So starting January, I'll go live every day. So I started going live every day. There was a live host that came into my room. I wish I could find it. I wonder if I can. I don't think I can, but I'll look in my account and see if there's any way I can go back that far. I don't think I can, though. But there was a person that came into my live on like January 7th and said they were part of the Creator Network program. So that's when I looked it up and started learning that there was this other feature in the live screen that talked about the Creator Network program. I was like, okay, that's interesting. And so I never did anything with that. And honestly, I don't even know if she said what agency she was with. I think she just dropped the fact that it was the Creator Network program. And I don't believe I responded. So it's an unread or unresponded message. Couple days later, I started hearing people talk about the Creator Network program as I was still going to other live host rooms. And I heard someone mention that they're with one. And people, it was like 3 different people who said they were with Gravitas Q. So I was like, okay, that's interesting. Fast forward, January 10th, Gravitas Q came into my room. I saw the name clear as day fly into my room. I was like, oh, wow, Gravitas Q, duly noted. They messaged me, they DM'd me later and asked, did I know about the Creator Network program? They're with an agency, blah, blah, blah. So I did engage that conversation and learned a little bit about them, went on their website and got information from their application and stuff. So I did all that. So I decided to go with them. Their training up front is really good, very easy. They have these short videos that you can digest pretty quickly. And it's like a total of 70 videos because they have a section that's like helping you with training with your live and how to communicate, eye contact, all the different things you want to do to pay attention to engage your audience. And then there's another set of videos that talk about battling and the monetization. So they're considered an entertainment agency. And what happens with the entertainment agencies or the agencies that's really focusing on battling, I assume, I'm going to say I assume, essentially you can read the tea leaves. Essentially what happens is that when you battle, you get 30% of your diamonds that you collect from that 5-minute competition. It's a competition, essentially. It's a match. And so with that competition, and there's some different variations of the battles and the matches. And then there's some different splits of how much you earn versus somebody who's doing a box battle versus head-to-head. So there's some variations there, some nuance in terms of who earns, how much you earn and what you get from it. But long story short, TikTok takes a higher percentage, okay? And with the percentage that TikTok has, they pay that to the agency, okay? So TikTok takes their percentage, they give a percentage to the agency. So if you follow where the money is, agencies, in those cases, those entertainment agencies, the ones that are encouraging you to battle, that's part of their compensation, okay? That's part of how they get paid. And so if you understand that and understand the logic behind why someone is telling you to battle so much, then you know, okay, that's part of what's going on here. So that may not be the only way that you pay, but well, I will say I'm pretty sure that is a big portion of it, because that's how my how Gravitas operates. That's what they're encouraging you to do. Obviously, when you battle, you get a percentage of diamonds. You earn a little bit more from the balance. I will definitely battle some. Yes. So you earn a little bit more. So it's not a bad thing. But if that is not what your room is built on, if you don't feel comfortable doing that, then ideally you want an agency that's going to support all facets of what you offer. Okay. Gravitas Q could only offer me the battling. And I say that just from my experience in terms of how my creator manager, and I was asking for more, asking questions, and I wasn't getting substantive answers. So that's why I said, okay, you know what, this is not helping me. This is not fulfilling me. So I moved on from the agency. And so I submitted my papers to quit at the beginning of the month. So I'm still technically with them until the end of this month. But you do have to be with an agency to battle. But do you have to be with an agency to battle? No, you do not. No, you do not. No. So TikTok has multiple campaigns. Actually, I went to a TikTok training this week. I should talk about that a little bit more, because that is something they talked about. It was a beginner training, because TikTok will have different commercials. I call them commercials that are here. But they have different campaigns that they're running all the time. So one of the campaigns that they're running, you say yes, please. You say yes, please. One of the campaigns that they're running, and people don't take advantage of them a lot. If you're going live, I would tell you, just sometimes click some of those different campaigns you see that scrolls past the screen for you, or you can go to your TikTok studio, to your tools page, and it is under, she went, I'm trying to pitch right now. It is under, will I be able to get to it? I won't be able to get to it. It is under the screen. I think it's campaigns. I think it's called campaigns. So under monetization, click campaigns. I think that's the name of it. So I'm almost sure it's campaigns. Don't quote me on that. But under TikTok Studio, on your homepage where your profile is, on your profile, if you click that, you click, scroll down to the monetization options, and then scroll over to the one, and I'm almost sure it's the one that says campaigns. And so it lists the different campaigns you can participate in. Give me 1 second. What you say? Diary of a Mompreneur. Thank you so much. I'm currently with GQ2. I feel it is very battle heavy too. I'm not a battler. That's it. It is. It's under campaigns. I'm doing one or two. Yep. So Jazzy, thank you so much for signing that. Yeah. And Diary, I agree. I mean, at the end of the day, you got to decide. So I shared with you my journey didn't allow me to do that research. I didn't do enough research. And so when I decided to go with Gravitas, and it was like word of mouth, everybody was saying Gravitas, I didn't realize, I didn't know what I didn't know. So what I would tell you is to do your research, and you decide if this is the best agency for you. And you have 15 days to get out. So you have an out clause. So you can decide to sign up with one today, and on day 14, go in, and if you don't like what you're getting here, if you're receiving and the type of information, then you can leave. Now, with Gravitas, to be honest with you, I probably would have stayed past day 15, because the training was decent, especially being a new person doing this and trying to figure this out. It was good in the sense that it was very, like I said, quick digestible videos, kind of helping you understand how to navigate things, which was good. But now that I know what I know, that training is not really helpful anymore, because I've evolved. I'm beyond that. And so you got to be able to evolve with, if you're with an agency, they have to be able to evolve with you and where you're at. So what really, the old adage, what really was the straw that broke the camel's back for me was the fact that I had those imposter accounts. And with those imposter accounts, I asked the question like, hey, is there something I should be doing? How do I get rid of these imposters? They're reaching out to people. They're using my image, my content. They're talking about cryptocurrency and all this other stuff. It's like, that's my reputation. I don't want people sitting up there smearing what I'm doing and making it sound like I'm doing all this other stuff and messaging people and stuff. I don't want that. And my person was like, well, block them. That was the answer. I said, I can't block them because they blocked me. I can't see them. I have to go to my other account to know they're even there because people are telling me about them and they haven't blocked my other account. So I can see them there, but I can't see them here. And they didn't have an answer. Now the answer should have been, thank you so much, should have been go to TikTok Legal, fill out the copyright infringement paperwork, that little form there, and it'll go away in 3 to 4 days. And that I'd have been like, hey, Gravitas Q got their stuff together. They know what to do. They told me how to get rid of it. No, I had to find somebody else in the room had to tell me, Dr. Lisa, here's a post. I'll send it to you. That's how I found out. Because one of you guys helped me. And so just recognize when, for me, that's kind of like, okay, you only got a couple chances with me. So if you're gonna play games then and all you want to talk about is battling, then this is not for me. So let me move on and just kind of lick my wounds and figure it out moving forward. But yeah, so I would tell you to do your research. Do your research in those 15 days. Figure out if you got any red flags, go ahead and get out while you can and just move on to the next agency, or just spend some time learning how to do this without having an agency necessarily that you're tied to. Hello, thank you so much, Ramona. Appreciate your friend. I wonder if your algorithm was just showing you GQ because you were looking for information on them. You know what? I wasn't at the time. It was other live host rooms I was going to. And so I think, to your point, the algorithm does have you in a certain box when you think about it. So the people I'm following, the people who are following me, I'm seeing their content. I'm engaging with the page where your followers are posting. And then people who are your friends are posting. So I'm engaging in their content. They are on my screen for lives. So that's who you see. People who are either your friends or you're following. So you're kind of in this bubble, to be honest with you. And so unless you have another page or you try to break out of that bubble, that's all you're seeing in that orbit. And you're right, in that bubble, we're probably mainly GQ people. That's pretty much what's happening. So yeah, I want you just 1 week with them. Really, Ramona? Yeah, I would say you have a few days to decide if you want to continue, but it's not a bad thing. I'm not bashing battles, but I would like for them to talk about other ways to get support and other things that they offer. I think that's the diversity I want in their portfolio, like what they're offering, what type of services are you offering. You could do battles. You could absolutely make that your bread and butter. But you could also say, for my people who don't want to battle, we will not recommend that to you. Here's some other things that you could do. Okay. I thought they cover all lanes, but their strength is really bad. It is. Yes, absolutely. Again, my person, maybe my creator manager didn't know no better, and that's all he could, his tools and his toolkit is all he could offer me. But I really do think that's what they do, because obviously the Discord, that's all they're fielding as well. He said, yes, this is happening to me. People are coming in from other rooms pretending to be me. Really? Oh, wow. They're coming to your live. I had one come to my live too. I had to get rid of them. Doctor, let me know if you need some support with removing them, because I do have some tips on that. Be careful of blocking too. It affects your views. Say that again. Be careful of blocking too. It affects my views. Affected your views. Blocking people in your room. Interesting. Let me know if that's what you meant. Have you found another agency? I have not. I was just sharing a list of names, but I need to do my research. I definitely need to do some more research just to make sure I'm not fall into the same trap, the same situation. So yeah, New Star is almost, as somebody mentioned, New Star. Two agencies that people talked about even here. Somebody said Evolved seems to be heavily battled focus. Perfect 10 seems to be heavily battled for focus. Nexus Guard, someone mentioned. Zen, Hota USA, and XYL. Those are the agencies people have covered. Big learning curve. It is a learning curve. A room that I go to with a docs, he would come in as me. Really? Oh, that's horrible. You can submit the copyright infringement paperwork. Because if they're using, hold on one second. If they're using your any of your content, your logo, your content for that page, then you can have essentially you can have them removed. If they're using, if you guys have the same nickname, a nickname can be the same. The username is unique to you. So if they're using your username and maybe they have a number or a line under it and they're using your logo, they're using your images, all that stuff, that's copyright infringement. So you can have them removed. That is the downside of being famous. Oh, whatever. Ain't nobody no celebrity. You're so funny. Yes, I do not. Okay. Um, you do need the copyright infringement information. Let me know if you do. I think that's what you're saying. I posted about this, so I'll give you kind of the Cliff Notes version. You probably got to go about 10 videos in to my content, maybe 10 to 12 videos in. You'll see where I talk about getting rid of the imposter accounts. I think I'm in like my yellow sweater. So the video, what the website you want to go to is www.tiktok.com / symbol legal, then reports. So you're gonna, I'm sorry. So tiktok.com / legal, then / report, then / copyright. So legal, report, copyright. Okay? So that's what you're doing. Trying to report a puppy mill and almost got me. Really? Oh my gosh. Sorry to hear that. Oh, wow, that's horrible. I haven't heard of several of those. Yeah, I haven't heard of many of them either. So I've been kind of in my bubble when it came to Gravitas. So I'm asking around and I'm seeing some other people get other agencies. So absolutely. They were using their own picture, but my username, your username. So your username is the name with the @ symbol. So you might have a problem. You might have a problem with getting rid of them because your nicknames can be the same. The name that you show up in here can be the same. Multiple people can be Mimi. You can do that. I'm gonna remove that. I know Mimi's sitting up there, but multiple people can have the same nickname. The username, they usually try to switch it up a little bit because that has to be unique. Images, any of your content, any of that, they can't take any of that. And if they do, that's copyright infringement. Yeah, so that you're gonna have to figure out. But yeah, that sucks if they are taking your image though too, or your logo of any kind, any of your content or logo. The name is tricky. Like I said, the name can be tricky because essentially they could have the nickname look the same, but the username is slightly different. But if they're using your face, your content in any kind of way, then that's where it becomes a problem. And so you want to just be careful with that. And you can report them. Hello, thank you so much, you guys. And let me know if there's any other questions. So I started this conversation by saying, if you are not going live, make sure you start the process. That's where this conversation was going. Start the process, getting to the point where you are essentially getting comfortable, just sharing your message, perfecting what you want to say. You're not trying to be perfect. I always say that. Practice makes progress. But you essentially are using that time, particularly in the beginning, where no one's really in the room. No one's really checking for you yet. You're not dealing with the imposters and all the other stuff, because your time will come. And you can then learn how to do this and feel comfortable with what you're sharing. The advice I gave this morning, though, I think a lot of us, depending on what your topic is, we often want to go into, look at you, level 15. Hello, friend. Congratulations. We often want to go into, I want to make money. I want to talk about my products. I want to talk about my service. I want to talk about things that are in my storefront. And I want to send people there. There's something to be said, especially in those early days, to make sure that you are working through building the know, like, and trust so that people can essentially come to your live and feel as if they really got to know you. They can trust what you're saying. And in those early days, you're sharing your journey. So it's funny, I told somebody who came, when I had a one-on-one with someone, and she was saying, you know, um, when do you make that transition? And I said, well, my first month, it was like 30 days because I actually created my 10 o'clock as my level up conversation. But I said my first 30 days, I was just sharing who I was, giving my backstory, talking about the go live process, kind of walking people through it. And it's interesting now, people will ask, what type of doctor are you? What, when did you start? And they'll ask the new questions that I spent January sharing, but you get new people in your room all the time. And so when I talk about who I am, I perfected that in January. So that when I talk about it now, I just say it real quick. I'm like, hey, I'm a doctorate PhD, and I just kind of talk through that process really quickly because I talked about it so much early on. You get people who are new to your room constantly. Everybody was new back in January, February when I was doing this. And so recognizing now, I feel like I've been around for a while, but I really haven't. But there's still people who are new to me that are coming into my room all the time. So spend that time using that time and opportunity to do your work on your introduction, work on your main talking points, offering some added value, because that's important that you spend that time doing there. There's a lot of times where we try to rush the process and you realize you're not getting the engagement you want. You're not getting people to come and connect in your room the way you want. It's because you rushed the process and you're like, okay, people are like, well, what are you doing here? You got to go in early on just talking about who you are, spending that time doing that early discussion. May I ask PhD in which field? He said, which field? Okay. I have a PhD in leadership and education. PhD in leadership and education. Thank you so much, Vicki. How are you, friend? PhD in leadership and education and specialization in higher ed administration. So worked for over 20 plus years. I'm gonna say 25 years in with colleges and universities, a couple different colleges and universities, and now I work for a company that is higher ed adjacent. They service college and universities. So yes, no wonder. You said good evening, everyone. How are you? Coming in, getting your points, friend. I appreciate you so much. Thank you so much for coming in. Oh, I hit invite by accident. Sorry, friends. I didn't mean to do that. My finger hit the screen. But yeah. So yeah, that's what I did, and then I worked for a senior level positions and oversaw career services, career education. So that was my main area of specialization. Trying to promote you. You are awesome. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, leaders of the leaders. Yes, 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 yes. Um, I have, once you start working in higher ed, obviously higher ed has taken a major, it has had some major changes in the last decade, I will say that, but in recent years in particular. So I think I got to the point where I was tired of the traditional higher ed environment. Now I'm on the corporate side. And to be honest with you, you guys know this, and I don't talk about it as much. I'm leaving the corporate side and going into my own entrepreneur venture with doing this and doing some other things. And so at the end of the day, I think it's just time. I think at the end of the day, you work somewhere, and you guys, many of you probably can relate to this. You work somewhere for so many years, and you're like, what else can I be doing? What else should I be doing? I'm so used to the 9 to 5 rat race, and I'm ready to transition off the hamster wheel and do my own thing. And so this has been really eye-opening for me and really helping me to understand that I can do something that I never even imagined myself doing. And so going live has been that for me. And so I just share with people, and I just make sure that you guys know how to do it. And if you're going to do it, be successful about it, and be committed to the process. You say yes, totally 100%. I know that's right. She sure is. Appreciate your friend. So yeah, that's how I feel about it. I don't talk about my situation with the transitioning as much because I don't want that to be the narrative where I'm telling you to leave your jobs and do all that stuff. However, sometimes you do have to have that mindset where I'm going to lead with faith, not with fear. My microphone. Okay, a call was coming in. And so a lot of people do let the mindset run into the negative realm and you're letting your fear take over. So again, doing it scared, not waiting for perfection, not being nervous about, okay, what will happen if nobody shows up. You really need to think like, actually, I hope nobody shows up. That's what you want to do. You want to have that mindset where you want to be able to say, I want to be here and I want to do this. And if I'm going to do it, I want to make sure I understand the process. So I'm going to hit go live and continue to do it. And that was really my mindset. So it wasn't a fearful mindset. It was a mindset that said, I need to do this in a way that I feel natural. And it's something that I'm not nervous about and scared of because people will be able to read that as well. And so for me, it was I was very grateful and enthusiastic for when my room was small and I didn't have a lot of people in the room, or I just had one or two people in the room, and I was just having a conversation like I'm having here with you all. And I just continue that approach about how I do this. Thank you so much, Silver Fox. Appreciate your friend. Thank you so much. Live promote request pending. Oh, look at there. You said live promote request. What does that mean? Live promote. I thought you were saying live request pending, like you. What is live promote request? What does that mean? Your contribution offers high value, at least for me. Thank you so much, friend. I appreciate you. Yes, look. What happened? Where am I looking at, friend? Trying to promote. Oh, you're trying to promote the live. Is that what's happened? Trying to promote this live? Is that what's happened? Thank you so much. I don't even know where I would look for that. That's interesting. Oh, I see what you're talking about, the promote. Gotcha. Look at you. Yes. Okay, I see it now. Look at you. You're so sweet. Hey, what I was saying though, my algorithm, I said this earlier, Mommy, you might have missed it. My algorithm is a little wonky right now because I have been doing my other account. I have been building that out with my TTS account, TikTok Shop. And so because of that, this account has been compromised in the sense that I've been watching videos, going to the shop, getting products. I've been doing too much on this account. And so TikTok thinks that I'm doing the affiliate program. They think that that's what I'm trying to do. And so when you look and see, good afternoon, everyone. How you doing, friend? How you doing, Sheila? Hello. V and K, thank you so much. Thank you all who are joining. It says pending and can be promoted, and we can promote your live. Oh, look at there. It says pending and we can promote your live. Interesting. I never tried that. Let me know what happens on your end. I appreciate that. So this account essentially, yes, instead of gifting. Interesting. Oh, tell me more. I'm intrigued. Have you done that before? Tell me, what does that mean? Can do a promote live. Interesting. Do you mind coming up? I want to make sure I understand what you're saying. Once before. Do you mind if I invite you up? I want to understand what exactly did you just do? Just to make sure I understand the process. So I sent you an invite. Everybody's like, once before. Interesting. We're all like, interesting. Yeah, so let me know if you want to come up. But yeah, so I know TikTok Shop is kicking my algorithm's tail right now. So I'm trying to figure that out in terms of I'm trying to avoid talking about it as much. And then, yes, that's fine. I sent you an invite, so just accept it whenever you're ready. I think I did. Or did I not? Maybe I didn't. Okay, I just sent it now. Sorry about that. Hi all, how you doing, Ebony? Thank you so much, friend. So, Digital Diva, thank you for sharing. You guys are so sweet. Yeah, so this particular account, I actually spent 2 hours in my other account's shoppable live yesterday. So I know again, TikTok's like, you are interested in shoppable live, and that's what you want to do. You said accepted. Why did it come up? You do me a favor, send me the invite again because it keeps circling you back to inviting. It didn't go through. Send it on my end because if I um, you accepted, but it didn't show up. Hello, Rome. How you doing, Alicia? Interesting. Let me see. I'm gonna hit invite one more time. Invitation sent. So I sent it to you. You said your microphone accepted. I don't see it. You said high engagement here. Thank you so much, friend. Yeah, I don't see it. No, it didn't come through. Hello, friends. Y'all come in and get your daily heart means. I appreciate you all coming in. Let's see. Yeah, it didn't come through. I don't see you showing up. You said my microphone accepted. Yeah. Did accept? Let me go out and in. Okay, gotcha. Okay. Can you send the invite now? Send the invite on my end because I'm intrigued about the promote. Hello, everyone. Yeah, Moni said she was saying how she submitted the request to promote. Maybe you can try again. Let's see. Yeah, I don't see it. Yeah, it has you as invite again. Every time I look back, it says the invite option. Yeah, so it's not allowing you to come up. I'm not sure why. Digital Diva, it wants me to access camera. To access the camera or the microphone. So it's not allowing you to come up. I don't think I'm doing anything that makes it. Yeah, I don't know what's happening. Interesting. I don't know what else I should be clicking. Yeah, so every time I send the invite, and so you can't send me an invite to say you want to come up. So it's not working the opposite way. All right. Moni was gonna talk about the fact that she clicked to do promote for the live as opposed to gifting. So just trying to see what does that look like, and I was curious about the process. So, but it is fine. I guess we'll learn. Oh, you're Monica. Awesome. My sister's a Monica. Yeah. Oh, okay. Awesome. Awesome. I had no idea. Yeah, my sister is Monica. Awesome. Let me relog. Okay. Awesome. So it is. Be right back. So it is Moni. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. No way. Nika, why you got Nika? Nika. That's it. Monica. You know what? You guys are tripping me out. There's another one. Her name, she goes by Konica because she's a Monica too. Oh, really? Now, is that a Monica? It's Monica. Yeah, it's Monica also, isn't it? With the A, Monica. Oh, wow. Look at her. Yeah. So we were Mona Lisa. So I had a great uncle. He would see us together. He would start singing Mona Lisa to us because I'm Lisa, she was Monica. So that was our little song from him. So it was Mona Lisa. Yeah. Wow. Um, when you hit the share button, it will give you the option to promote. Yes. So she was saying, yes, when you click the copy, you see the option to promote. And so what she was saying is that she clicked it and it doesn't, so she was making the connection to promoting instead of being able to gift. And so you're promoting the live as opposed to gifting. And so promote, I think you pay for. Is that correct? I believe that's what happens with the promoting button. So you're promoting the live and you're paying to promote the live. Yes. Okay. Okay, back, yes. Okay. When you hit the share button, yes. So I'm assuming that's what's happening. So instead of, sending your coins and stuff, you're actually paying to promote the live as if you pay to promote your content. I didn't realize as viewers you could do that. I guess that's where it's clicking. Like, oh, you could do that as a viewer. I assumed you could do it as a live host. You could promote your live so that people obviously can come to your live and you promote it that way and make it part of a live, you know, to get more views on the live. You may not get as much engagement, but it will give you the ability to have more views on your live. I'm assuming that's the case. You said that's cool. It is cute. Cool. Can you try and invite again? Okay, but yes, absolutely. Let's see. You're at the top. It says invited. And then it turns right back to red. It made it right back in red. That time I watched it because you're at the top of my page. So literally I hit invite. It said invitation sent. And then it made it red again. So let's see if you can see it on your end. Yeah, that honestly, that's a lesson. That's something I'm learning real time here. I'll have to go look it up. But essentially, I didn't know that. Okay, let me allow camera. Okay, interesting. Because you should just pull you up. It shouldn't make you put on the camera though. But I didn't know that. I just saw it now. Yes, it offers 2 options of promotion. Wow. Okay. Yeah, that's a new feature. Um, So, well, I shouldn't say it's a new feature. It's probably been there. I just didn't realize it was there for viewers to take advantage of that. I thought it was only for the live host if you wanted to promote your live that way. And I know some people who do it. So I do know some people who have done that and they promoted their live. And it does get, you said allow camera. Interesting. But it's still not pulling you up. I'm not sure why you're not able to come up. Oh, there you go. I said it that time. Hello. Now you, I was supposed to say you don't need your camera on. You don't have to have it on. Can you hear me? I can hear you fine. Yes.
Okay. Hi.
Hi.
Hello, Dr. Lisa.
Hello, Monica.
It had to allow me camera. I don't know why.
Okay. Yeah. Well, it's up to you if you want to turn it on and off. It's totally up to you.
No, but I did, so I guess it works. This is the first time I've even done this.
Really? Okay. Well, you're the first person mentioned and promote, so I would love to hear what just happened. So you've done it once before. So what happens then?
Okay, so the last time I did the promote, it didn't ask me to access camera or anything like that, but this time it did. Because instead of gifting, it says you can promote the live host. So instead of sending a gift, you can promote the live, and then you can select, like, you know, how much you want to put in for the promote, for the live.
So what happens on the end for the live? Does it, I mean,
it's supposed to bring in more people.
Okay. 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 So is there a certain period of time that happens or what?
Well, yeah, you can select. I mean, depending on how much you want to gift. You know, I was selecting for an hour, and you know, not that much, like 200 to 1,000, and it depends on what the algorithm decides on.
Oh, and so
Just TikTok does not suggest that. I found it by doing the share button, and then it says promote the live, and I learned that with another account he was all with dogs, and then he was trying to get to, you know, a certain promotion, so I did a promote.
Interesting. So the live host was encouraging that it then?
No, not at all. I found it if you click the share button, because I'm new. I just got started in January.
Okay.
I don't know how to like share with everyone. It's like click everyone. I'm like, how are they? I don't even know who's online. But then it says report feedback, promote, watch on computer, background player, and I clicked promote, and then it gives you the option to promote the live.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so you guys are hitting the arrow button and share. So the other way you could share it out to your followers,
I don't know if it's your followers, because if I click on share, then I don't know who is online.
Okay.
So I've always been like, I click a bunch of people, but maybe they're not online. And for this one guy, I said, oh, okay, I guess I'll put in, you know, $10 to promote the live. And then that pushes it out, I guess, somehow, instead of sending a gift.
Okay. I like that. Okay. That sounds great. Yeah, the other way, so I get your logic. You're saying if you're gonna share it, ideally you want to share it to people who are currently online. Um, and that's true, because obviously when you get offline or come back online, you could see different things, different shares that have happened. Now, the only thing I will say, when you share it out, it allows you to then, as a viewer, somebody who wasn't online once before, if I go back into my inbox, I can still see that red circle around the person, and that becomes a reminder that that person might be live, and I can go into the live room. Does that make sense?
Oh, right. No, I understand that. But when I press the share button, I can't see other than who's on live, like who's online to share with.
Oh, so you're not doing a power share where you're holding down the screen.
I don't know how to do that. How do you do a power share?
Okay. So when you're in a live, if you press the middle, are you on your cell phone? Is that where you're at?
Yes.
Okay. So if you press the middle of the screen, really like a hard press, a screen should pop up, and it'll say you could share it out to your friends, your followers. When you're a live host, you see the word supporters, top supporters. That's the way you see it, and it's people who have come to your live in the last, couple lives or so. You can share it out to them in bulk. Like if you click the top supporter option, it'll take you to another screen, and there's a circle, and you just go down the line and then hit send, and it'll share it out to them. Or if you don't want to do that, there's a list of your followers, and you can go ahead and go down the line and share it with them that way.
Okay, but it doesn't show me which followers are online.
No, but the logic is, if that person's not online right then and there, like say for me, I might be live for like 2 hours. They're not online right that minute, but they click on their phone 10 minutes from now. They'll see that share from you, and they'll see that I'm still live, and they may pop
And
into
then
the
I
room.
have to go down and click all the names.
Well, there's two options. There's one way you could do it in bulk, so it gives you an option of people you can share it out to in bulk,
I
or
don't have that option. If I like hold the button down, it says clear displayed report, and then it just says send, like individually to all the names.
so you can send it that way. And often I do. I do send it down. I just go down and I just cherry pick some names that I'll send it to. As a live host, you actually want to do that because you want to promote your live out. You want to send your live out. And so as a live host, you want to just go down and send it to different people. You can also bulk share. I think it's like 15. That's the most you can
I
send it
don't
to.
have that option, bulk share.
It doesn't say bulk share. Does it say top share or top supporters or any language like that?
No, it says clear display report, and then it says send to, and then it has a line of everybody who's following me, I guess.
Yeah, so that might be on the live host side, the language I'm using.
I think so, because
Yeah.
I've never gone live. This is the first time I've even spoken live.
Well, I'm happy I'm your first person. Look at this. So you're a guest. Look at you.
You're
Congratulations.
promoting going live, and now you've got me speaking.
Yes. You are doing it. All the things, friend. Look at there. So look here. So I'm gonna share some love for you. So as a guest, people can send you gifts. So I just sent you a gift. So thank you for coming on.
Aw, thank you. I appreciate that. I mean,
It's your
you
first
got me
time.
out talking.
Well, thank you for supporting too, and thank you for the promotion. So we'll see what happens from that. So, like I said, I know my algorithm is like screwy right now with me doing the whole TikTok shop conversation. So TikTok is saying, hey, you're not I'm not talking about TikTok shop as much, and I'm not doing that. So my content is, yeah, there's a whole lot of stuff going on. So I see it, I recognize it, and you just got to make sure that you're true to your algorithm as you're posting content
Okay,
and going on.
thank you so much. I won't take up much more of your time.
All right, take care.
I appreciate you because you were the first person when I was very new here who said, "Girl, you've got to get a bio." And we've been rolling since then.
There we go. And you do have a bio, so awesome.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Take care. Bye-bye.
Okay, you too. Bye-bye.
All right. Thanks a lot, Monica. I appreciate that. Let me catch up on comments. I'm sorry, friends. Oh, how are you? Thank you. Thank you all for coming in. I see you all. Appreciate you. Okay. There is a green dot. What's the green dot? Next to the people who are on live, there is a green dot. Angie. Oh, let's see. Don't see the green dot on my side, but let's click the arrow. Are you referring to? No, I don't see the green dot. There's a green dot next to the people who are online. Are you doing the power share? Let me know if that's what you were talking about, Angie. You can just click all the way down, bulk share for 15 and an arrow. Yep, that's it. Yep. Um, you are doing great as a first timer. She did an awesome job. You would assume that's why she could be a live host. I mean, I say that to you all. You said line. What does line mean, Jesse? Just fashionable. Um, hold on, let me remove the troll. Okay. That was a troll. I like to tell you guys that because you get trolls that pop in. TikTok, when you're in trouble with TikTok, TikTok shows you right in the middle of your screen. You do not miss a message. So no one in your comment is ever TikTok, just so that you know. That is not how they operate. When I press the middle of the screen, when you press the middle of the screen, let's see what happens. So you're seeing the green dot is there. So my list of supporters, there's a long list of different people you could send it to, friends, and none of them have a green dot next to their name. So I'm assuming that's what you were referring to, Angie. Yeah, when you press the middle of the screen, yeah, none of them had a green dot. So yes, yeah. So from a viewer perspective, so here's what I'm gonna do. I have homework, you all, because I am gonna go. I know I have my shoppable live today, so you guys are gonna make me go to lives, do some homework, and see what does it look like to be a viewer for that particular question about sharing. Because I share the live all the time. However, I guess I'm not noticing the nuances of colors and dots. I just go through the motion. So I need to sit in a space of paying attention to what's happening from a viewer perspective. But it must be different on our side. Yeah, from the viewer side, it must be different than the live host side. Yeah. So I know for a fact the language is slightly different because you have language like you have language like you guys have. I have top supporter. I have that type of language. You guys don't have that language. I think you see friends and followers. There's some other traditional language there, but from a live host perspective, you see supporters, and so that's how it's written. And so it's definitely a little different. Um, just fashionable. Did you mean to come up? Let me know if you meant to come up. I didn't know if you were trying to come up, friend. You said mine does. Mine does have the green dot. Let me know if that's what you were trying to do. Let me know. Appreciate you being here. Thank you so much. I will. You say yeah. Appreciate you. Come on. I'll accept. I'm accepting now. Hello. I was thinking. Hello.
Okay, so I was saying that when I press the center and all the send buttons is on the right side. Okay, so the way you see who's currently on TikTok is there's a green dot on their name. It's a green dot. Like if you look to press on the middle, from your side as the host, it should show a green circle around the person's head. Like how usually it would be red if you're live, it'll be green if you're on the TikTok, but you're not live, but you're probably scrolling and you're in the streets. So when you are in the streets of TikTok, your light is green. When you are on live on TikTok, your light is red. If you are on somebody's panel, and let's say if I go in my message, your light will still be green, but on the top it will be red because you are in somebody else's room. So there are ways for you to know who's where and what they're doing, unless they are hiding their badges. If they're hiding their badges, you don't see where they are. You don't see what they're doing because they're hiding their badges because they don't want you to know where they are, or they don't want people to see their number because they don't want people to attach themselves because they have high numbers. A lot of time with people with the high numbers, like not just the 25s, I'm talking like the 30s, the 40s, the 50s. They hide their numbers when they go in certain rooms because people who see those numbers, they'll immediately start connecting with them because they are high gifters. So, but there are ways for you to know certain things. So that's what I was trying to say. Like with the green. So if you're going to share your live and you don't know if they're live,
Just look for the green circle or a green dot. That tells you that they are in the TikTok streets. They're not live, but they're on the streets. They're scrolling. There's somebody live watching something.
So something's not happening while I'm in my live because I'm not seeing that now. What I'm thinking of is when I'm out my live, I can see the banner at the top of who is circled, who's red circles, who's green circles. Is that what you're referring to? Or are you talking about in the live right now?
No, okay, so a couple things. In the live right now, when you go share, if you was to go hit your button and it say like all those red invites, that means those people are somewhere that you can hit you can send them an invitation.
Because they're in.
It'll buzz them wherever they are that you're trying to bring them to your room.
Okay, see, that's what I gathered. So I just wanted to make sure I had that clarified. So people you could send to your live are people who are active on the live. So I gathered that. I guess when I click that, no one's red circle, no one's green circle. And it sounds like Angie was saying that they are on her end.
Yeah, so she was saying she don't see anyone live. She didn't see anyone that, like, how does she know that they are live or that they are on the streets of TikTok? Like, how does she know? That's what I got, that she didn't know, like, if they were present or not present.
No, that Angie's in a chat. Angie said next to the people who are online, there is a green dot. That's what.
So there's a green dot. That means they are on TikTok. They are somewhere in somebody's room watching, like how we in your room. It shows that I'm green. If somebody's looking for me, they don't know what room I'm in. But on what's my name again? Just Fabulous.
Fashionable girl. Your name is Fashionable.
Okay. I don't let me forget who I am. So if somebody was to look right now, they would see my name has the green dot and the green because I am on TikTok, but I'm not live, but I'm somewhere. Gotcha. So I'm in your room watching. But if they go under coaching with Miss Jessie, they're gonna see nothing because that I'm not online on that page. So it won't be anything. You can still send me your live to watch, and then when I go on, I'll see it, and I'm like, oh, somebody shared it to me, so let me go see what's happening in Dr. Lisa's room. Yeah. Okay. But if I'm live in the room watching somebody, it's gonna show green because I'm live. And the only way you wouldn't see that is if I was hiding my badge.
So talk about that. Do me a favor. How do you hide your badge? Somebody else asked that question. I was like, I don't think I've ever hidden my badge.
Well, I don't know exactly how to do it, but my friend does it.
You need to ask your friend, how does she hide her badge?
Well, she always says she don't want to tell us because she doesn't want us to go out and hide in our badges. But she does it all the time because she's a high engager. And her badge number is like a 40-something. So a lot of times when you go in the room, you know how they will say, well, you don't want to leave this person behind. So you'll leave out, and then next you know, there's like a whole bunch of people in her DM, a whole bunch of people on her father. So she will try to go somewhere in a room, and that's kind of like a silent slide because, you know, when you're over at 25, TikTok don't let you hide unless you hide yourself. So once you hit the 25, you can fly in anybody's room. Right. But sometimes people don't want that because of the attachment. Right. And what happens when they enter a room, because they get the announcement and then people look at their number and they're like, oh, wait. And then somebody will say, like, yes, well, so-and-so is in the room.
DD Peach, how are you? What's that?
Yeah, and not only that, everybody already know the assignment. If you have these high numbers, that means you are giving, so you want these people to be attached to you in your room. So she hides it. Well, there was a few other reasons, but that's another situation. But anyway, but it's kind of like there's I ain't talking about that. No, just focus on this, okay? But there are ways for you to hide your badge, and there's reasons why people does it, but one of the main reasons is because of the attachment, so that people don't attach themselves to them because of the high engaging numbers. But there is a way. And you know what? I'm going to ask her. I'm going to be like, can you just tell me? Because I need to know. But yeah, she does hide her badge because there was a few times I was looking for her and I had to end up texting her because she was somewhere in them streets hiding. Okay? So yes, you
Interesting.
can hide yourself. You can hide as your badge. But the way you know that someone is actually on TikTok, maybe not live, but they are on TikTok, if they're scrolling or they are on TikTok watching somebody else live, there is a green dot or a green circle around them, or it look like a little green, like literally a green dot circle. It's just letting you know that their light is on, but it's green, so that means they're watching. It's not red because they're not on a panel or they're not actually live themselves.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. All right. Thank you, Coach Miss Jessie. I'm sorry, Just Fashionable. That's the new name now.
Okay. I'm like, oh, me. That's me. That's me.
That's you. All right, good friend. Take care. Bye.
Okay.
Let's see. Interesting. Yeah, look at you, Nikki. You said I'll be flaunting my level 44. I know that's right. Feel like, hey, you. Again, I'm too fabulous. So let me show y'all. Angie, did you want to come up? I know you had sent the invite. Let me know if you are interested in coming up too. I think you wanted to add something to the conversation because you were the one that said you could see the green dot when you click to do the power share. Power share is when you hold the screen down in the middle of the screen, my nose or my glasses. You can send it up. A list will pop up when you press down. She's the one that gave the universe. Oh, your friend is the one that gave the universe? Is that what happened? So yes, she wants to go under the radar. I don't blame her. She's like, look here, y'all will not see me. I love that. She says she is the one that gave the universe. Like, you should not expect me to be giving universe to everyone. Yes, there is a green dot. Okay, there's a green dot. So there's a green dot when you guys do that power share. So again, when I do it as a live host, I don't see a green dot. I wish I could show you guys what I see. I don't see a green dot on anybody. And I know, people are in the room now that is on this list, and there is no green dot. No green dot, friends. I don't see it. So I don't know if it's my internet. I don't know if it's me. I don't know if TikTok. I don't know what's going on. But at the end of the day, no, it's not there. I know I typically green dot and arrow share too. Interesting. Yeah, there's no green dot next to anybody. And so that must be a viewer perspective, maybe, but I don't see it from the live host. I used to see it before, now not anymore. Interesting. So, Hari, you don't see it either. Interesting. Yeah, I don't see it either. TikTok will do that. Some people, it is very viewer now. It is just viewer now. Is that what you're saying? It's just for the viewer side? Interesting. Yeah, I don't see it from the live host side. Okay, how you doing, Ruth? Thank you so much, friend. Yeah, TikTok is interesting how they do things. But let me know if there's any questions. Friends, I am going to have to get off shortly because I got to go and get ready for that TTS. Me saying the initials, because I don't want TikTok to start thinking I'm only doing TTS on this account too. Thank you so much, Ruth. I appreciate you. Thank you for being here. Did you see the new Vault gifts? Really cool. You know what? I clicked on that early in the week. I don't remember seeing all of them. The new Vault gifts. See, I can't see it now because I'm in the live, so I have to go and see them outside. Let's see. Yeah, I don't see. Hold on. Let's see. I do see live gifts. I don't see the Vault ones though. I see. Oh, yes, I do. Oh, I do. No, it's just. Well, they haven't opened up yet. That's the 27th through the 30th. Yes. And power-ups and all that stuff. Oh, nice. They are nice. Very nice. So yeah. You can see it. Yeah, I just clicked. I clicked the for me, I clicked the live gifts. So you click more, just so that I'm gonna see it out loud for people. When you click more, I click the live gifts. I can click up here too to get to this, but I click the more button first. So more, you can see the whole list of gifts. And so that's where I am. And you can click the crown. The crown shows you the elite gifts, but I click more where you can see all gifts. So that's where it's at. So yeah. So when she said that, I was like, wait a minute, I'm supposed to be able to see that. See, that's the thing about it. I need to click around a little bit more frequently and see all this. So you see all the different gifts when you do the other way too. So yes, awesome. All right, friends, I saw the sword and another one get dropped in a room last night. The vote are invite only right now. Are invite only right now. Oh, really? Okay, I didn't know that. Let me see. I'm sorry. I'll flip my camera around. Wait, wrong way, guys. I hit the wrong box. Let me see. Does it say? You got me thinking. In terms of the type of gifts, what level you have to be on? Anybody know that? Some of you guys know that. You're the only one who got me talking about live. Really? Am I the only one? I appreciate you saying that. He's like, you're the only one who got me talking about this stuff. And then coming up to your live. So now you've done it. There you go. I don't know who invites TikTok. I think I heard level 50, but the person that dropped was a 40. Oh, okay. Yeah, I think you got to be a high engager to get those gifts. So yeah, that's the whole thing about it. And to be honest with you, it's one of those things where if you don't know that as a newbie, you don't. And I've had multiple new people come in my live and they're level like 16, 17. There was somebody who was 17 this morning, didn't realize that she had a blue box and knew what it was all about. So you got to educate people to know, okay, here's what your blue box does for you, and here's the type of gifts that you have available. So I don't know if that is, you said a higher level, yeah. So I don't know if that's being done enough where people can see that, yes. And people know exactly what they have in their vault. That's what I was like, the vault gifts. I was like, okay, I looked at that, but I didn't pay much attention to it because I thought it didn't apply to me. So now I need to go back and look and make sure does it apply to me. All right, friends, thank you so much for being here. I'm actually about to get off at 6. I'm trying to be a little bit more efficient with my time. I got to work through my timing because today is my long day. I have the 10, the 4, and now I'm going to do the 8:30 on the shops account. My Dr. Lisa shops at 8:30. So I'll be doing that. I'm doing tech still. I had a couple of different gifts that I'm giving. I'm not gifts that I'm giving, products that I'm demonstrating, new ones. So I want to do some research. I got a post over there as well. So I'm trying to do a little bit more with my time. So no offense. I recognize that this is my primary account and I'm going to keep this account going even through the ups and downs and roller coasters of TikTok. I'm going to try to fix my algorithm so I can be a little bit more focused on this particular algorithm topic and niche, and not confuse things, but also got to be mindful of how much time in a day I have. So I won't be able to kind of go as long as I was before. We'll see. I have to kind of figure out my timing, but I'm going to try my best to be a little bit more diligent with my time. You are doing the tablet. I am on the tablet now because I live stream on YouTube. So when I do my shop page, I do the tablet as well. This account, and Coach Miss Jessie, I don't know if you heard me say earlier, this particular account I did yesterday when I was on my phone, when I was in my shops account. I was on this account for 2 hours in that account. Does that make sense in that live room? So again, TikTok's like, oh, you spent 2 hours watching someone's shoppable live on this account. I can't do that anymore. So really quickly, my people who are doing, you said getting the introverts talking. And that was loud. That was super loud. But yes. Hey, that's what I do. That's what I do. Us introverts, we all band together and we can talk to each other. That's how it works. Yep. So, thank you for showing me that we can do multiple things here as far as niches and promoting products. Yes, we can. You selling tonight? Yes. So Thursday, Friday, Saturday is my other account, Dr. Lisa Shops, that account. I'm doing that over there. So, yes. And so what I did, so T shops, what I did is that this page is not my shop account. And so I was using this account, this page, to attend my other page, shop account. So TikTok is like, oh, you like to do TikTok shops. You want to go and watch shoppable lives. You are scrolling and buying products and doing the shoppable live stuff in this account too. So I need to stop doing that. I need to kind of fix the algorithm because it's thinking one thing and that's not true. So, Coach Miss Jessie, I want to say that out loud. If you do have, it's almost better to have 3 accounts because your other account is like your account that you can have for your miscellaneous scrolling. Miss it. You said it happened to me. Yes. I know that I know exactly what's happening. So I need to fix it. So this account, I have my 3rd account that's going to be my account that shows up in Dr. Lisa Shops. And that's what you said. Yeah, got it. Yep. Because this account is now being too commingled. It's too much. I'm talking about showing the tablet stand tonight. I'm trying to put it together. I have not put it together. So I gotta get it together. That's part of my homework. I gotta do that in the next 2 hours if I'm able to show it. Yes. So I will be trying to show it if I can do it. Yeah, if not, I have 2 other things I was gonna show if not, but I have to get that together too. All right, friends. I appreciate you. The tabletop stand did not come yet, so I'm still waiting. I have to actually check and see when is it due to come. I think it's due over the weekend, so I have to see if I'm having in time to show that. All right. I appreciate you all so much. Thank you so much. It's 6 o'clock. If you need any support, especially my scared introverted people, go into my stand store. The store's in the link of my profile. So if you click my profile once, mini profile pops up. Click my photo again, takes you to my main profile. You can click there to get my free download from Overthinking to Action. And then if you need appointments or my bundle, all that's there. I'm rushing, so I'm not gonna be able to do like the nice, detailed discussion I often give, but I will be back on my normal schedule where I'm able to talk a little bit more and share what's in there so I can support you all. And so I'm happy, Moni, you came up. Thank you so much for showing up on my live. If that's the first time you've ever done that, you did awesome. And so let me know when you go live. And Nika, let me know when you go live, friend, too. And anybody else, send messages because I need to start visiting. I need to get this algorithm back to normal again. Hopefully you're not shoppable lives. I'm not doing shoppable lives on this account. All right, take care, friends. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, friends. If you are here, thank you so much for showing up. I appreciate you all. I'm about to get off, but I so appreciate you. If you didn't like the live, like it, comment, and make sure you subscribe. And my moderator is Yes Michelle Crochets. Definitely subscribe to her. She is awesome. She's my YouTube coach, so she can support you as well. All right, friends, take care. Bye-bye.